for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. And the Cougars will kick this away to start us off. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense has the football first here today. And each offense features a star tight end. Kirk, what an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch two tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better today. Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Back to pass. It's Morton. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the out route. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the Red Raiders are looking to keep this drive going. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. And they pick up the first on the ground. You bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22.
That's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
The Red Raiders begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Play action fake, looking to throw. The pass is intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Maybe he decides to keep it here. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it. Big positive yards and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback still with the football. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Now give the defense a lot of credit there. They were ready for this option play. Good awareness and containment to be able to force them into this upcoming third down situation.
Important second down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. It's a quick grab. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion of the tight end. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Second down after that completion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's running out of time here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Wide open downfield. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Heading left after the handoff. Running through the tackle. And he will lose 10 yards on that carry. Good play by the defense.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Bachmeier. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion.
BYU.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking for 6. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Brigham Young.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring.
That makes the score BYU 7, Texas Tech
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
And the Red Raiders will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The receiver makes the catch. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He gets loose. They bring him down to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going. The Cougars churn out another first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
If that ball were thrown just a little bit higher, they could have gotten away with a completion. But great play by the defender getting a hand on it.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Bachmeier. Makes a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out that you can take advantage of.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And the Cougars will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looking right, this one caught. Defense surrounds it, just a short gain on that completion. As BYU in the lead. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. On the ground, it's Williams. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He's got it with room to run. Breaks loose at the 45. He's in the clear. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Finds his man. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the quarterback keeps it here. Touchdown, Texas Tech, as the QB fights his way into the end zone.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down one now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, we've seen backs have bad days before, but this is about as bad as it gets. This guy can't get positive yards. It's a combination of not using his vision, the offensive line not opening up any holes, and this offense as a whole is struggling, and that's why they're losing this game.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier, and he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there? I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team the 4th down.
And the Cougars bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. No fair catch. He feels the punt. Coverage team brings down the returner. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. So here we go. One last chance to win it in regulation and avoid the risk of overtime. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? To throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And here we go, a chance to take the lead in the final seconds. And a timeout is taken, just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. And out comes the field goal unit. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. He got it! A game winner from 38 yards out. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated them.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.